In a small outpost on a distant planet, the sun shone brightly over the rugged terrain. This planet was known for its dangers, filled with strange creatures and harsh landscapes. Many who came here were strong and brave, but none were quite like Lily. She was a Deathworlder, born on this tough planet, and she had learned to survive where others failed. Lily lived in a tiny makeshift home made of metal scraps and old parts from the ships that had crashed long ago. It was not much, but it was hers. Inside, she kept a few simple belongings: a small bed, some clothes, and a collection of tools she had gathered. She was resourceful and knew how to fix things when they broke. On this day, however, she felt tired and decided to take a nap. As she lay down, she listened to the sounds of the planet outside. The wind whispered through the cracks, and the distant calls of strange animals filled the air. It was a peaceful moment, one that she cherished. But in the dark, hidden depths of the forest nearby, something stirred. A beast, large and fierce, had escaped from a containment area. This creature was unlike anything Lily had ever seen, with sharp claws and teeth that could tear through metal. It was free and searching for food. While Lily slept, the beast prowled through the trees, its senses sharp. It caught the scent of something sweet and human. Its instincts kicked in, and it followed the smell, moving silently through the underbrush. The creature was hungry and ready to hunt. Lily dreamed of simpler times, of playing in the fields with other children and living without fear. But her dreams were cut short when a loud crash jolted her awake. She sat up quickly, her heart racing. The sound had come from outside her home, and she felt a chill run down her spine. She knew that in this world danger could come at any moment. Slowly, she got to her feet and crept to the door. Peering out, she was met with an unsettling sight. The beast stood only a few yards away, its massive body covered in dark, matted fur. Its eyes glowed with a predatory hunger, and its breath came out in heavy puffs of steam. Lily's heart raced as she took in the creature before her. In that moment, fear gripped her. She was small and alone, while the beast was a hulking mass of muscle and fury. Yet as she watched it stalk closer, something deep inside her stirred. She remembered her training, the lessons her parents had taught her about survival. Fear was natural, but it should not control her. Lily quickly scanned her surroundings, looking for anything she could use. Her eyes fell on a sturdy chair that she had made from scrap wood and metal. It was not much, but it was something. She could feel the adrenaline pumping through her veins as she considered her options. She could run, but where would she go? No, she had to stand her ground. With determination, she grabbed the chair and held it tightly. The beast moved closer, its eyes fixed on her, hungry and curious. Lily took a deep breath and shouted, "Get away." Her voice echoed through the still air, surprising even herself. The beast paused, its ears twitching at the sound. In that moment, Lily realized she had to act. She could not let fear take control. The beast lunged at her, and without thinking, she swung the chair with all her might. It connected with the side of the beast's head, causing it to howl in surprise. The creature stumbled back, shaken but not defeated. Lily felt a rush of power surging through her. She had done something unexpected, something that had caught the beast off guard, but she knew it was not over. The beast regrouped, its eyes narrowing as it prepared to attack again. Lily steadied herself, her grip tightening on the chair. She felt her heart pounding in her chest, but she also felt a sense of clarity. She had faced danger before, and she could do it again, as the beast charged forward. She remembered her father's words about redirecting energy. Instead of trying to overpower the creature, she needed to outsmart it. She took a step to the side at the last moment, causing the beast to miss its target. It stumbled past her, and she quickly turned, ready to swing again. The chair became an extension of her will. She moved with purpose, using her small size to her advantage. The beast, frustrated and confused, began to roar in anger. The sound was deafening, but Lily kept her focus. She could not let fear take over. As she swung the chair once more, she aimed for the creature's legs, hoping to trip it. The wood connected, and the beast let out another howl as it lost its balance. It crashed to the ground with a thud, the Force shaking the ground beneath her feet, Lily stood there, heart racing as the beast struggled to rise. She felt a mix of fear and exhilaration. This was not just a fight for survival, it was a test of her strength and courage. She had taken a stand, and she was not backing down. The creature was finally on its feet again, but it seemed more cautious now. It circled Lily, its eyes watching her closely. She could see the intelligence in its gaze, a recognition of the challenge before it. In that moment, she knew she had to finish what she had started. With a surge of determination, she shouted again, "Stay back." This time, her voice was steady and strong. The beast hesitated, as if weighing its options. Lily took a deep breath and prepared herself for the next move. She would not let it intimidate her. This was her home, and she would protect it at all costs. As the beast edged closer, Lily felt a sense of calm wash over her. She was ready for whatever came next. She would face this challenge head-on and show the creature that she was not a victim. She was a survivor, and she would not back down. Lily stood firm, gripping the chair as the beast circled her. The air was thick with tension, and she could feel her heart pounding in her chest. The creature was massive, and its dark eyes were locked on her. It was clear that it was not just hungry, it was curious and frustrated. Lily knew she had to think quickly. The beast let out a low growl, the sound rumbling deep in its throat. It was a warning, a challenge. Lily had never seen anything like it before. She had heard stories of the creatures that roamed this planet, but facing one in person was different. This was no mere animal. It was a predator, and she was in its territory. But Lily was not willing to back down. She took a deep breath, reminding herself of all the training she had undergone. She remembered the strength her parents had taught her, the importance of standing tall in the face of danger. The chair in her hands felt like a shield, and she prepared herself for whatever came next. The beast charged forward again, and this time it was faster. Lily swung the chair, aiming for its head. The wood connected with a loud crack, and the creature stumbled but quickly regained its footing. It was stronger than she had anticipated. The beast shook its head, eyes narrowing as it focused on her once more. She needed to be smarter. Lily realized that she could not rely solely on brute force. The beast was too powerful for that. Instead, she decided to use her surroundings to her advantage. She glanced around, looking for anything that could help her. In the distance, she spotted a pile of rocks. If she could lead the beast toward them, she might be able to trip it again. With a new plan in mind, Lily began to move. She stepped back, drawing the beast's attention. It lunged forward, and she quickly darted to the side, leading it toward the rocks. The beast followed, its massive body crashing through the underbrush. Lily could hear the sound of branches snapping and leaves rustling as it came after her. As she reached the pile of rocks, she turned suddenly, ready to face the beast head-on.
I know.
The creature was close now, and she could see the determination in its eyes. With all her strength, she swung the chair again, hitting it squarely on the side. This time the beast let out a roar of anger, shaking its head in fury. Lily felt the adrenaline coursing through her veins. She was scared, but she also felt alive. This was her chance to show that she could stand her ground. The beast was still on its feet, but it was clearly angered. It lunged again, but this time, Lily was ready. She dodged to the left, and as the beast barreled past, she quickly moved behind it. The rocks were directly in its path. With a swift motion, she pushed the chair against the creature, using her weight to add force. The beast stumbled over the rocks, losing its balance and crashing to the ground. For a moment, all was silent. The beast lay there, panting heavily as it tried to regain its footing. Lily stood still, watching carefully. She knew that this moment could change everything. She had the upper hand, but she had to act fast. As the creature struggled to rise, she took a step forward, chair raised high. She could see the confusion in its eyes as it looked up at her. It was not just an animal. It was a creature with intelligence, and for a moment she felt a connection. It was as if the beast was trying to understand her, trying to figure out why she was not afraid. But Lily quickly shook off those thoughts. This was not the time for hesitation. She had to finish what she had started. The beast was getting back on its feet, and she could not let it escape or counterattack. She swung the chair again, this time aiming for its legs. The chair struck true, and the beast let out another roar, but this time it was filled with frustration. It lunged at her, its massive jaws snapping dangerously close. Lily narrowly avoided the bite, feeling the rush of air as the beast passed inches from her face. She had to keep moving. Lily darted back, putting distance between herself and the creature. She could feel her muscles aching, but she pushed through the pain. She remembered her parents' words. In a fight, never give up. Use your mind and your surroundings. She scanned the area again, looking for anything that could help her. Then she noticed a tree nearby, its low branches hanging just above her head. If she could get the beast to charge at her again, she might be able to use the tree to her advantage. With determination, she moved closer to the tree, keeping her eyes on the beast. "Come on!" she shouted, trying to provoke it. The creature growled, eyes locked onto her, was furious, and that was exactly what she needed. Lily took a deep breath and readied herself. As the beast lunged once more, she dashed toward the tree. The creature followed, its powerful legs pounding against the ground. At the last moment, she ducked under the low-hanging branches, and the beast crashed into the tree, its massive body slamming against the trunk. The impact shook the ground, and for a moment, the beast was stunned. Lily seized the opportunity. She quickly turned around and swung the chair down hard on its back. The creature let out a pained growl and rolled to the side, trying to recover from the blow. Lily could see that the beast was starting to tire. It was still dangerous, but it was losing its edge. She could feel her confidence growing. She had faced this creature and held her ground. This was a battle of wits and will, and she was not going to lose. The beast struggled to rise again, panting heavily as it glared at her. There was a moment of silence between them, a shared understanding of the struggle they were both in. Lily could see the beast's determination, but she also knew it was showing signs of weariness. With a final surge of energy, she decided to go all in. She approached the beast slowly, chair raised high. "You picked the wrong girl to mess with," she said firmly. The beast growled softly, but it was a warning, not an attack. Lily took one last deep breath, preparing for the final confrontation. She was ready to defend her home and herself. This was her moment, and she would not back down. The battle was not just about survival. It was about proving that she was strong enough to face any challenge that came her way. As she stood there, chair in hand, she felt a rush of empowerment. This was her home, and she would protect it fiercely. The beast would learn that she was not just another victim. She was a warrior in her own right. Lily stood ready, chair in hand, as the beast regained its footing. It shook its massive head, still growling, but there was a hint of uncertainty in its eyes. The battle had shifted. She could see that the creature was starting to respect her strength. This gave her a sense of confidence, but she knew the fight was far from over. The beast charged again, its powerful legs propelling it forward with surprising speed. Lily prepared herself, remembering her earlier success at dodging its attacks. Just as the creature lunged, she sidestepped, narrowly avoiding its snapping jaws. Ow. The beast crashed into the ground, and Lily seized the moment to strike. With all her strength, she swung the chair down onto the beast's back. The wood connected with a loud crack, and the creature yelped in surprise. It rolled away from her, trying to shake off the blow, and for a moment, Lily felt a surge of victory. She was holding her own against this fierce predator, but she knew she could not let her guard down. The beast was still dangerous, and it was not ready to give up. It turned its gaze back to her, eyes narrowing with renewed determination. Lily took a deep breath, focusing on her next move. She needed to outsmart it again. Lily remembered the stories her parents had told her about creatures on this planet. Many were strong, but few were clever. They relied on brute force, not strategy. She felt a spark of inspiration. She could lure the beast into making a mistake. She might be able to gain the upper hand. She started to move around the clearing, keeping the chair ready. "Come on," she shouted, her voice steady and clear. The beast growled, angered by her taunts. It lunged again, but this time she was ready. She led it toward the edge of the clearing, where the ground was uneven and rocky as the beast charged. Lily darted to the side, and the creature stumbled over a loose rock. It lost its balance and fell hard to the ground. This was her chance. She rushed forward, chair raised, and struck down once more. The chair hit the ground beside it, missing the beast but sending rocks flying. The creature let out a frustrated roar, and Lily felt her heart race with excitement. "Get up," she shouted, feeling the thrill of the fight. The beast struggled to stand again, but it was clearly getting tired. Lily could see the weariness in its eyes, and she knew she had to keep pushing forward. She would not let this opportunity slip away. With the beast momentarily stunned, she decided to switch tactics. Instead of charging in, she began to circle it, keeping her distance while watching its movements. The creature growled and watched her closely, its instincts kicking in. It was trying to predict her next move. Lily took a moment to catch her breath, feeling the sweat trickle down her forehead. She was no longer just a scared girl, she was a fighter. The adrenaline coursed through her body and she felt alive. She had faced this creature and stood her ground. Now she needed to finish what she had started. The beast finally rose to its feet, looking more cautious than before. It was no longer charging blindly. It was calculating its next move, and so was she. She needed to keep the advantage. Meant keeping the beast off balance and uncertain. "Come on, you big bully," she shouted again, trying to provoke it. The creature growled, clearly angered by her taunting. It took a step toward her, and she quickly moved back, leading it toward the rocky area again. The beast lunged, but this time she was prepared. She dodged to the side and swung the chair again, making contact with the creature's side. It let out a roar of pain and anger, but instead of backing down, it turned and charged again, its massive body barreling toward her. Lily's heart raced as she realized she had to act fast. She jumped to the side, narrowly avoiding the beast's snapping jaws. As it crashed into the ground, she took the opportunity to swing the chair one last time. The chair hit the beast hard, and it yelped in surprise. The sound echoed through the clearing, and for a moment, everything was still. Lily stood there, breathing heavily, her heart pounding in her chest. She could see that the beast was starting to weaken. Its movements were slower now, and it was panting heavily. She felt a rush of hope. Perhaps she could actually win this fight, but she knew she had to stay sharp. The beast was still dangerous, and it could strike back at any moment. As it struggled to regain its footing, Lily took a step back, watching closely. She could see the intelligence in its eyes. It was calculating, thinking. With one final push, she decided to give it everything. She had. Lily charged forward, chair raised high. "This ends now," she shouted, feeling the fire inside her. The beast growled, sensing her approach. It prepared to defend itself. Just as she was about to swing, the beast lunged forward in a desperate attempt to catch her off guard. Lily ducked, narrowly avoiding a bite, and in that split second, she swung the chair with all her might. The chair connected with the beast's head. It let out a deafening roar. The creature staggered back, clearly disoriented. Lily saw her chance. She quickly followed up, moving in to strike again. With her heart racing, she swung the chair once more, hitting the beast on the side. This time, it fell to the ground, its body collapsing in a heap. For a moment, the world was silent, except for the heavy breathing of both Lily and the beast. She stood there, chair raised, ready for anything. But the creature did not move. It lay there, panting heavily, its eyes slowly closing. Lily felt a mix of emotions wash over her. She had fought hard, and now she had defeated the beast. She looked at the creature, she felt a pang of something deeper. It was not just a monster. It was a living being, struggling to survive in a harsh world just like her. She lowered the chair slowly, watching the beast closely. It was still breathing, but it was clear that it was no longer a threat. In that moment, she realized that she had not just fought for her life, she had fought for respect for herself and for the creature before her. With a deep breath, Lily stepped back, feeling a sense of peace settle over her. She had faced her fears and emerged victorious. The battle had changed her. She was no longer just a girl in a dangerous world. She was a warrior. As she turned away from the fallen beast, she felt a sense of pride. She had protected her home, and she had proven to herself that she was capable of great strength. With every step away from the creature, she felt lighter. Ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, her heart still raced, but now it was filled with hope and determination. She would continue to live on this death world, facing whatever dangers it threw her way, and she knew, deep down, that she would always fight for her place in this world, no matter the odds. Lily stood before the fallen beast, her heart still racing from the fight.
Ow.
The creature lay there, breathing heavily but no longer a threat. It was large and fierce, but in this moment it looked vulnerable. Lily felt a mix of triumph and sadness. She had won the battle, but at what cost? She took a step closer, chair still in hand but lowered. The beast's eyes were open, and it watched her with a mixture of fear and confusion. It was clear that it did not understand why she had attacked. Lily took a deep breath and decided to approach cautiously. "Hey there," she said softly, trying to calm the creature. "I don't want to hurt you anymore." Her voice was steady, even though she felt nervous. The last thing she wanted was for the beast to see her as an enemy. She had fought to protect her home, but she did not want to be cruel. The creature's breathing slowed, and it seemed to relax slightly. Lily could see that it was injured, but it was still strong. It would take time for it to recover, and she wondered how long it would take. Would it remember her? Would it come back for revenge? Lily remembered the stories her parents had told her about the creatures on this planet. Many were dangerous, but some could be reasoned with. She had always believed in the idea that all creatures had a purpose. Perhaps this beast was not just a mindless predator, but a part of the wild world around her. She decided to give it some space. Lily moved back a few steps, keeping her eyes on the creature. It watched her carefully, and she could see the intelligence in its gaze. This made her feel a little braver. Maybe they could understand each other. As time passed, the beast began to rise slowly. It struggled to get to its feet, and Lily could see it wince in pain. She felt a pang of sympathy for the creature. It was hurt because of her actions, but she had acted out of fear and necessity. "Easy there," she said, her voice gentle. "You're okay." The beast looked at her, and for a moment they shared a silent understanding. Lily realized that they were both survivors in this harsh world. They both had to fight to live. After a few moments, the beast finally managed to stand, albeit unsteadily. It shook its massive body, trying to regain its strength. Lily watched, feeling both awe and concern. This creature was powerful, yet it was also fragile in its own way. Lily took a step back, wanting to give it room to move. She picked up the chair once more, ready to defend herself if needed, but hoping it wouldn't come to that. The beast looked at her, its eyes still wary, but no longer filled with rage. It seemed to understand that the fight was over. Slowly, Lily lowered the chair, feeling a sense of calm wash over her. She did not want to fight anymore. She had proven her strength, but now she wanted to find a way to coexist with the beast. It was part of her world, and she was part of its. As the beast regained its strength, it took a tentative step toward her. Lily held her breath, unsure of what it would do. But instead of attacking, it sniffed the air, taking in her scent. She stood still, trying to remain calm. The creature moved closer, its massive head lowering to her level. Lily could see the deep scars on its fur, signs of past battles. She realized that this beast had survived many struggles, just like her. It was a warrior in its own right. "Maybe we don't have to fight," Lily said softly, her heart racing. "We can share this space." The beast continued to sniff around her, seemingly curious. Lily took a small step forward, extending a hand slowly. She wanted to show that she meant no harm. The beast hesitated but then leaned closer, sniffing. Her hand, Lily felt a rush of excitement. This was a moment of connection. They were no longer enemies. They were two beings trying to understand each other. After a brief moment, the beast took a step back, still watching her closely. It seemed to be deciding whether to trust her. Lily felt a sense of hope. Perhaps this creature could become an ally rather than a foe. As the minutes passed, the beast began to relax, sat down on its haunches, still alert, but no longer on the offensive. Lily felt a wave of relief wash over her. She had managed to turn a battle into a moment of peace. Lily decided to take a risk. She moved a little closer, still cautious, but willing to take a chance. "I'm Lily," she said, her voice soft. "What's your name?" Of course, she didn't expect an answer, but she felt it was important to introduce herself. The beast looked at her, and for a moment, she could see a spark of understanding in its eyes. It was as if it recognized her humanity. Lily smiled, feeling a sense of warmth. "Maybe I should call you Fang," she said, noticing the sharp teeth that glinted in the sunlight. The name felt right, and she hoped it would help establish a bond between them. Fang tilted its head, and Lily took that as a good sign. She felt a growing sense of connection with this creature. It was no longer just a beast. It was a partner in this wild world. As the sun began to set, Lily knew she had to think about what came next. She had to return to her home and prepare. For the night, darkness could bring new dangers, and she needed to be ready. But she did not want to leave Fang behind. "Let's stick together," she said, feeling a sense of determination. "We can help each other." Fang seemed to understand, and it let out a low rumble, almost like a purr. Lily felt a thrill of excitement. She had found an ally in the most unexpected place. With a newfound sense of purpose, Lily turned to head back toward her home, Fang following closely behind. Together, they moved through the landscape, both aware of the challenges ahead, but also filled with the promise of friendship. This was the beginning of a new chapter in her life. Lily was no longer just a girl fighting for her survival. She was now part of a team. Together they would navigate the dangers of this death world, facing whatever challenges awaited them. As they reached the clearing near her home, Lily felt a sense of pride swell within her. She had faced her fears and emerged stronger. Now, with Fang by her side, she was ready to take on the world. This was her home, and she would protect it fiercely. Alongside her new companion, the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows. Across the ground, Lily glanced back at Fang, who stood watchful and alert. She smiled, feeling a deep sense of gratitude. They were no longer alone. They were two warriors united in a world full of challenges, ready to face whatever came their way. As night fell over the landscape, the stars began to twinkle in the dark sky. Lily and Fang stood together near her home, the sounds of the night filling the air. Crickets chirped, and distant howls echoed through the trees. It was a world full of life, and Lily felt a sense of calm wash over her. She was no longer alone. She had Fang by her side. Lily looked at Fang, who was sitting quietly, watching the surroundings. She admired the creature's strength and grace. It was not just a beast, it was a partner, and together they could face whatever this world threw at them. She felt a deep sense of connection with Fang, knowing that they had both fought hard to survive. As she prepared for the night, Lily thought about how to keep both of them safe. She had always been careful, but now she had to think about Fang too. She moved around her home, gathering supplies. She found some old blankets and a few pieces of food she had saved. She wanted to make sure Fang felt comfortable and welcomed. "Here, you go, Fang," she said, spreading the blankets on the ground. "This is our spot for tonight." Fang sniffed the blankets and settled down, seeming to understand that this was a safe place. Lily felt happy to see him relax. It was a sign of trust, and she cherished that as she sat down beside Fang. She remembered the fight they had just gone through. It was hard to believe that only hours ago they had been enemies. Now they were allies. It was a strange turn of events, but Lily felt grateful. She had learned that strength could come from understanding and compassion. Lily took a piece of food from her supplies and offered it to Fang. "Want some?" she asked, smiling. The beast looked at her with its deep, intelligent eyes and sniffed. The offering? After a moment, it opened its mouth and gently took the food from her hand. Lily felt a rush of joy at this simple act. They were building their bond, one small moment at a time. As they ate in companionable silence, Lily thought about the future. She had always dreamed of exploring the wild areas of her planet, but she had never imagined sharing those adventures. With a creature like Fang, together, they could discover new places and face new challenges. After finishing their meal, Lily lay back on the blankets, staring up at the stars. They seemed so bright and close, twinkling like diamonds against the dark sky. She felt a sense of wonder and peace. This was her home, and she was ready to embrace all it had to offer. Fang lay beside her, its large body providing warmth and comfort. Lily reached out and gently touched its fur. It was rough, but reassuring. Fang looked at her, and she could see the trust in its eyes. It was a bond that had formed through struggle and understanding. As the night grew deeper, Lily started to drift off to sleep. She felt safe knowing that Fang was close by, ready to protect her if needed. The sounds of the night became a lullaby, and she let herself relax fully. But her sleep was interrupted by a sudden noise. A rustling sound came from the nearby bushes, and Lily's heart raced. She sat up quickly, her instincts kicking in. Fang was alert, its body tense as it focused on the sound. They were both ready for whatever danger might come. Lily whispered, "Stay close, Fang." She could see the outline of something moving in the shadows. Her heart pounded as she prepared for another confrontation. The fight with the beast was still fresh in her mind, and she hoped they would not have to face another one tonight. As the rustling grew louder, a small creature darted out from the bushes. It was a small, furry animal, not much larger than her hand. Lily let out a breath she didn't realize she was holding. It was not a threat, just a curious creature exploring the area. Fang relaxed too, its body easing as it realized there was no danger. Lily chuckled softly, feeling a mix of relief and amusement. "Looks like we're safe after all," she said, watching the little animal scurry away. It was moments like these that reminded her of the beauty of the wild. It was unpredictable, but also full of wonder. As the night continued, Lily and Fang settled back down. They were both tired, but ready for whatever the next day would bring. The bond between them was growing stronger, and Lily felt a sense of purpose. She was not just surviving, she was thriving, and she had Fang to share it with. In the morning, Lily woke to the sound of birds singing. The sun was rising, casting golden light over the landscape. As she stretched and smiled, feeling refreshed and ready for a new day. Fang was still by her side, sleeping peacefully. Lily carefully got up, trying not to wake him. She wanted to prepare breakfast and start there. As she moved around her home, she thought about their plans. Today, they would explore the forest together. She wanted to see what lay beyond the familiar paths she had walked alone for so long. After a quick meal, she glanced back at Fang. "Time to wake up, big guy," she said softly. Fang stirred, yawning and stretching its massive limbs. Laughed, feeling a sense of joy. They were ready to take on the world together. Once they finished eating, Lily gathered some supplies for their adventure. She packed some food, water, and a few tools. She wanted to be prepared for anything just in case. With Fang beside her, she felt more confident than ever. As they stepped into the forest, the fresh air filled her lungs. The sounds of nature surrounded them, and Lily felt alive. She looked over at Fang, who was moving gracefully beside her. They made a good team, and she knew they would face whatever challenges awaited them. The forest was thick with trees, their leaves rustling gently. In the breeze, sunlight filtered through the branches, creating patterns on the ground. Lily smiled as she took in the beauty around her. It was a different world when she was not alone. They explored deeper into the forest, climbing over fallen logs and navigating through thick underbrush. Fang moved with ease, its powerful body making quick work of obstacles. Lily felt inspired by the creature's strength and agility. Together they were unstoppable. As they ventured further, Lily spotted a small stream. The water sparkled in the sunlight, and she felt drawn to it. "Let's take a break here," she suggested, moving toward the water. Fang followed, Its curiosity piqued. They paused at the edge of the stream, and Lily knelt down to take a drink. The cool water refreshed her, and she felt invigorated. Fang watched her closely, then dipped its large head to drink as well. The sight made her smile. They were sharing this moment, and it felt special. After their break, they continued their exploration, discovered new plants, colorful flowers, and even some small animals. Lily felt a sense of wonder at the beauty of the world around her. This was what she had always wanted, to connect with nature and experience it fully. As the day went on, they encountered various challenges, climbed steep hills, crossed rocky paths, and navigated through thick brambles. Each time they faced an obstacle, they worked together, finding ways to overcome it. Lily felt proud of their teamwork. At one point, they came across a large fallen tree. It lay across their path, blocking their way. Lily looked at it, unsure of how to get around. But Fang seemed to understand. It approached the tree, sniffing around it as if searching for a solution. "Can you help me?" Lily asked, feeling a spark of hope. Fang gave a low growl and then pushed against the tree. With its powerful body, with a tremendous effort, the beast managed to shift the tree slightly. Lily felt a rush of excitement. They were working together. With Fang's help, they were able to squeeze through the gap created by the moved tree. Lily cheered, feeling a sense of accomplishment. "We did it," she exclaimed, looking at Fang with pride. The beast seemed to understand her joy, and it let out a low rumble, as if sharing in the victory. As the sun began to set, they decided to head back home. The day had been full of adventure, and Lily felt grateful for every moment. She had discovered so much about her world and herself. With Fang beside her, she felt stronger and more capable than ever. As they reached the clearing near her home, Lily turned to Fang. "Thank you for today. I couldn't have done it without you," she said sincerely. Fang looked at her, and she could see the trust and bond between them growing deeper in that moment. Lily knew that their journey was just beginning. Together, they would explore the world, face challenges, and protect each other. This was not just about survival anymore. It was about friendship, adventure, and discovering the beauty of life on a death world. With a heart full of hope, she smiled at Fang. They were a team, and together they would take on whatever the future held.